Well, hello folks. So, wasn't really the video I was intending on making today. I've got so many projects going on, so many good opportunities to do videos, but let's just begin on how things got really sideways today. So, yesterday was a Sunday, and I didn't do a whole lot. I was trying to take it a little easier, but I thought, you know, I've got a customer that he had his truck in to another shop. Well, this shop, he asked them when they in-framed it if they could bump it up to a 550 because it was a 525. It was an ISX CM871 with a 525 program in it, 2919 CPL. So apparently the shop he took it to, they don't do their own, they don't have inside or something, either they don't have in-cal files or something, I'm not sure. They had a third party come in and put in the 550 program. Well, he was having problems the last couple of weeks. It was throwing EGR calibration codes and VGT calibration codes, and just kind of the kind of codes that you would, you know, just all kind of oddball stuff, you know. So he asked me to look at it because he said they weren't wanting to make it right, and he wanted a second opinion. And I went over there, and keep in mind the ECM is a 2919 CPL. So I got in there into the ECM, and somebody had stuck a 3517 CPL with a 550 program, which is kind of a no-no. You don't do that. You want it at the bare minimum, stick with the same CPL. I mean, I've done some 600 horse programs on certain CPLs, but I try to stay in the CPL range, you know. And even, to be honest with you, even sometimes that's not right too. Sometimes you're not doing exactly right, but you're doing way wrong if you're going back over to a complete different CPL with a different ECM code. So I went and put a ECM, an updated ECM file that belonged to that CPL in it yesterday. Well, I just wanted to check it out, and I did a regen on it, and right at the very end of the regen, when it's supposed to idle down, you know, and kick the regen out, it did the complete regen, passed everything like that, no codes. Well, when it went to idle down, it just died, and we thought, what the hell's the deal with that? Why did it do that? We didn't think a whole lot of it. It fired right back up, and I thought, that's kind of weird. Maybe just kind of a glitch, you know, in the program. We didn't think a lot of it, really. Fired right back up, ran fine. I left. He took off this morning about 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, when you're logging, these guys usually leave anywhere from 1 to 3 in the morning. So he left, drove all the way down there, got loaded, got out on Highway 89 coming out of McLeod. Son of a gun died on him. And he started it up, fired it back up, got over on the shoulder, and it kept shutting off and dying, you know, running and dying. So he called me, and I went down there, and I thought, man, I must have a glitch in my program. So, you know, because we were thinking about the regen problem that happened last night. Anyway, I didn't think I needed my service truck. I said, oh, I'll just jump in my pickup and grab my laptop and my NextIQ data link adapter, and we'll just run down there and we'll reflash it. Well, get down there and put in, not only, I went back to the file the other guy had in it, the other ECM image, I reloaded that file in there. And kept doing it. Well, I said, it's not the file. You kept throwing an 1117 code, which is ECM basically losing power. So finally, we started messing around with powers and grounds. Keep in mind, I'm in my pickup. I don't have any tools. So drove all the way into Mount Shasta from McLeod, found an auto parts store, bought a little cheap 12-volt tester, little multimeter, 30 bucks or something. Drove all the way back in. I got lucky and I wiggled the plug. There's a 4-pin plug that goes into the ECM that's power and ground. There's 2 grounds, 2 powers. Well, the lift pump wasn't running when we turned the key on, and the code was active. Well, I wiggled that plug on the ECM, and the lift pump kicked on. And I said, well, there's our problem. And I thought maybe the terminals got spread. It's got round eyes, 4 round eyes on the plug. And there's male round pins in the ECM. So we took the plug apart, and I took a pair of needle nose pliers and collapsed the pins and bent them to where they were tighter. And I plugged it back in, and it ran, and then it started cutting out, and it kept throwing that same 1117 code, and we'd wiggle the plug, and then we'd get our throttle back. And long story short, I said, I think the solder is broke loose inside the ECM where those pins are. Because I unplugged it, and I had good 12-volt power and ground on. Everything was good there. So, called my Kenworth dealer, Pape Kenworth. These guys have always been really, really good to me. I buy a lot of parts in there, and I try to keep a good standing with them. Know them guys for years. Used to work with them 20 years ago, a couple of guys in there. Anyhow, called them. I said, hey, do you guys got a test ECM for a CM871? They said, yeah. I said, could I borrow it? I said, yeah, come get it. So McLeod's about a 2-hour drive from my house in Klamath Falls. So I drove all the way back to Klamath Falls, grabbed the test ECM, there's the test ECM, and grabbed the service truck, and we're heading all the way back down there again. So anyway, we get back down there, we're going to put this ECM in there. See, here's the 4-pin plug right here. So I think what's happened, the solder is broke loose inside one of those pins, and we're losing either ground or power inside the ECM. Because I actually took the wires and I kinked them over and put a side load on that plug-in, and he ran about, I don't know, probably 5 miles. That was the longest it would run like that, and then we couldn't get it to do that again. So I don't know, when you don't, and that's kind of funny, when it completely died on him and it wouldn't run, I unplugged it, and I had 12-volt power and ground to the ECM. So I don't know. We're gonna see what we run into. Now that we've got our service truck and got everything we need, we're gonna head back down there. What a cluster, huh? Guys, I thought I'd do a little voiceover because I wanted to give thanks to all the people who donated through PayPal. I was pretty hesitant, but I had so many people saying, put your PayPal link on there. So I did it, and it turned out good for me. I want to say thank you to the people who donated. I want to say thank you to Mr. Robert David. I want to say thank you to Ronald Perkins, Peter Newell, Joseph Van Hingel. I know Steve Chitka over in Grants Pass thinks where he's at. Chitka Pest Control, John Seasley, Thomas Hyde, and Cody Thomas. So I really appreciate the donations you guys have gave me. It means a whole lot to us. It helps. Told my wife, I said we can take some of those donations on the PayPal and just keep it in the PayPal account and maybe upgrade our camera or buy a drone or do something better and put it back into the channel. So anyway, thank you very much. Also, I wanted to mention my wife has got the store all restocked. We spent a bunch of money, and got we've got t-shirts. We also have sweatshirts now, and the sweatshirts are and the t-shirts are in 2X and 3X sizes, because in the past we didn't have the larger sizes for the big boys, and so we have those larger t-shirts and sweatshirts for you guys now. We have hats. We also have to-go coffee mugs with the Western truck. So I almost said Western Star. I just got done working on a Western Star truck. Anyway, Western Truck and Tractor Repair logo on the cup. And so yeah, I had a lot of people asking me about that, and me and my wife, we both got businesses. She has a business called Octavia that she sells diet stuff on, and she's like an executive director of that now. So she's my parts runner, she's my bookkeeper, and she has two different businesses. She raises and sells livestock, goats, cows. And then she has a business called Octavia where she sells diet food. So sometimes she gets so busy and I get so busy, we've got so many irons in the fire, we kind of let the store go a little bit, and I just wanted to tell you guys everything is stocked up, and we'll try to do a little better job of keeping it stocked up. We almost need somebody that just can keep track of all the stuff we got going on. But anyways, thank you very much, guys. I sure appreciate your support.
Did I rip these back and trace them all too?
I never was losing any power when I was testing it, so I just knew there had to be something going on here.
It just coming over when it'd run, and then it just quit, and then it'd come back. Then quit, then it'd come back. I bet that dude put his own file in there, and when you pulled it and put the other, it was screwed up already.
Or where they had their knee on it when they did the end frame and screwed it, and put a bunch of tension on it. I don't know.
A year and a half ago. I've heard that guy, a lot of people, he's been messing a lot of stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
What's this one, a stock 485?
First. So we might be doing all this for nothing. I'm pretty sure CCM, but
fire the hole?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I guess. I mean, it's running. So far, so good. Maybe I'll put that. Sounds different. Sounds better. Sounds like it's good.
Yeah.
That popping in the intake. I think it might be popping all across. What size is it? Get the red sleeve.
Oh, you want to tighten them all the way?
Yeah. I'm not gonna put the other 2 bolts in the ECM yet. We're gonna take it right back off. Let's just get it warmed up, see if it's gonna not screw up on us. Let's get the cruise. How do you go, up on the cruise or down on it?
Down, bud.
Oh, down.
Yeah.
Resume.
No, you should just push it once. Turn it off, turn it back on. Or... No, the...
Oh. Oh shit, that's some Jake's.
No.
They must not have it set up or something.
No cruise in this one.
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
After I got here, I screwed with it for about 45 minutes, checking the wires and everything. It was good, cooled off. Fired it up. Ran for a minute, then revved it up. Ran for a minute or two, shut off.
Think it would have shut off by now?
Huh?
Think it would have been shut off by now, huh?
Above 150?
No, we're just now getting to 150. Massachusetts.
Switch work?
Yeah. They've got that configured right. Well, we'll see here in a minute if she's gonna run. We just want to make sure we get this thing before we get on I-5 with this thing, that it doesn't die in the middle of Interstate 5. So far, so good. Hasn't missed any. I was pretty certain it was the ECM. They're 160 now. We'll just try to get it up to operating temperature and see what happens. And then go for it.
Hey, looks good already.
Sure sounds different to me. Smoother. Well, you want to go for it?
Go for it.
All right, I'll follow you. I don't know where you're going to get turned around in here at. Okay, and you can go back out over there, huh?
Go right up there by that fucking swing in there. Go by that fucking laser, swing right around, and come right back out this way.
Okay.
I could almost do it right here, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Swing up around there.
I guess I'll wait for you to loop around and I'll follow you.
All right.
Here we go. Oh yeah. What was that? I'll let him get turned around in here, which might be fun. He's crazy enough, he'll figure it out somewhere. He ain't scared of nothing. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna swing out over here and go ahead. Well, we're gonna pull over here at Summit Truck Village, and we're gonna put the right in-cal file in it. It's not running right. It's not dying or cutting out, but it's popping back through the intake because it's probably got the wrong. It's a test ECM, and I probably should have uploaded the right calibration file into it. So I'm gonna have to keep an image of the file that they do have in it, and then return it back to what they had in it before I give it back to them. So we're gonna get Insight booted up here, and we'll see what file is in it. So I know what file I need. A 101.05.37. Yeah, he said he didn't have any jakes or anything on this thing, so it'd be nice to have jakes on all the hills going home. I'll just have to make a template of this here, and that way I can return it back to what it was. Okay, let's go with I'm gonna put pay ECM, that way I can identify it. And then okay, create an image 1 of 1. Oh, it doesn't even have like, man, it's weird. I don't know what. Let's go with calibration selection. Let's go in here. Let's see what file it's actually got in it. Let me go. It's a 550, but it's a 2733 CPL. It's a automotive, generic, not for use with smart torque, whatever that means. So let's go up here. We know we need a 101. We need a 101. Where's our 2919 CPL? 101.05 is what we're looking for. .37. Where the hell's it at? This one right here. Alright. That is the correct file for that. I'm going to load it into the ECM right now. Hopefully it doesn't decide to crap the bed on me and kick me out like it does sometimes with this new updated Insight version. It's absolutely garbage. Adjusting ECM. Okay, here we go. Then we'll go into the parameters and features and make sure that it has jakes and all that stuff configured. But alright, well, we're getting back on I-5 with the file that's supposed to be in it for that engine. I screwed up. I was thinking backwards. The fan's on all the time. I should have left the fan control switch I enabled. I should have left it disabled. Now the fan's on all the time. Wasn't thinking. He said, ah, the hell with it. We're going to pull it off tonight anyway. Yeah, it must be running better because he's moving along now. All these newer engines, people don't realize how detrimental and how important it is to have the right calibration file in the ECM. I mean, it's pretty paramount to have the right file in it, or they just don't run. Well, guys, I'm back. I got a Western Star here with a DD16 Detroit in it. This is a short logger. If you don't know what a short logger is, instead of having usually a regular log truck will have it'll have one set of bunks on the truck and one set of bunks on the trailer, and then the stinger will be this one's got a stretched frame on it with a drop axle. This one's pretty much made for 105,000. But this short logger here, it's a lot longer setup, but you'll have instead you got 2 bunks on the trailer and 2 bunks on the truck. You'll have a short set of short logs on the truck instead of short logs on the trailer. That's why they call it a short logger. But anyway, it's in a SCRD rate, and I'm trying to get it out of SCRD rate. We're doing a regen. We just put a DEF filter in it, the DEF tank. So, yeah. See what it does here. Anyhow, I wanted to thank somebody. Somebody sent me, I'll show you, I already got it out of the box. It's over here. I'm thinking maybe somebody from Advanced Tools might have sent this. I'm not really certain. There wasn't a tag or anything. It just says delivered to Western Truck and Tractor Repair. So I'm not really certain about that, but this is what they sent me. Uh-oh, the pizza lady's here. Let me go see. I gotta go to the pizza gals here. Anyways, we got the pizza gal paid. But somebody sent me this Advanced Tools, 911 Central Avenue, Albany, New York. I don't know if that's the tool company that sent me that. I'm not really sure, but look at this, man. This thing is awesome. It's got a 3-speed selection here. So that there must be, not really sure what that is right there. I'll have to look in the information thing for it. But here's speed 1. But you can feather the throttle too on it. There's speed 2. There's speed 3. That thing is pretty awesome, dude. You know, obviously you got both directions. Whoever you are awesome. Thank you very much. Wow. All I gotta do is whine and I need something and somebody will give me it. I can't believe people. Well, alright guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching.